In our whole Western civilization, death is never talked about. It's pushed under the carpet and so on and so forth. And it's only nowadays that you can hear a little bit about that people are taking it into account and taking it into, you know, considering it as something which you have to face up to.
Death? My God, that's the last thing in my mind. Who wants to think about that? Jeez, not me.
Oh, I haven't considered that yet. That's way, way ahead of me. You come back some other time. That's, anyways, when that occurs, that's somebody else's problem.
That's the future for everybody. The whole denial of death is something that I don't want to get myself involved with. I don't deny it. I must say I hate it, I resent it, I'm angry at it. I don't propose to go gently.
Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should rage and burn at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. That's the way I want to go out. I want to go out like Beethoven went out. He went out with a curse.
Death is inevitable and therefore must be dealt with and prepared for. I think very often death should be welcomed. I think very often death is the only solution to a problem. That death is a blessing. I think also that it is within one's rights and province to determine for oneself, if necessary, when that event should occur. I think that there's a little bit too much, shall we say, propaganda in this country about living and the sanctity of life. I think that there is a sanctity of death also. I think it has a proper, natural purpose and should not be considered an inevitable catastrophe. Of course, there are occasions when death is the greatest tragedy. But if I find the minuses outweigh the pluses, then I might have to give consideration to bringing life to an end. I think that might be the only rational next step. Life per se is not that important to me, but living that part of life which is still left to me, that's important to me.
Mr. Gandhi, when he was 79, almost 80, said, "I don't worry about old age or death. Every night I died, every morning I'm reborn." And that is a good attitude. It was his. It's my attitude.
I don't want to die. I don't look forward to passing on because I'm having a good time.
I look on the idea of dying as one more big adventure because none of us knows what's really going to happen. And boy, it might be something fantastic for all you know.
But I think ultimately it's really it belongs to the life process.
Remember the Count of Monte Cristo, Dumas's great book? Well, the Count of Monte Cristo was sentenced to be imprisoned in the Chateau d'If for 20 years. He found a spoon and he dug his way out. It took him 20 years. He had something to do every day. You got to have something like that. You have to have a project.